All right, good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the Epic Basketball League, brought to you by the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. My name is Dave Little, and we are coming to you live from the Dave Cave with some Friday night hoops. And tonight's contest, it's the playoffs. It's 1972-73, and we are in the silver tier of the playoffs, and tonight we will bring you Game 1 between the Kansas City-OMAHA Kings and the Baltimore Bullets. Currently on the screen, you can see the playoff structure. When we were last on the channel a couple of weeks ago, we saw a very exciting game as the Boston Celtics, thanks to some fourth quarter heroics by Paul Silas, survived a scare from the Buffalo Braves to win the bronze tier playoff game and move up into silver tier competition. And now we are all about the silver tier. 8 teams enter and 2 teams leave. The 2 survivors will move up to the gold tier of the playoffs and championship action. Earlier this evening, we rolled the first round of the silver tier playoff series between the Celtics and the Suns, with Boston getting a big win on a big night by John Havlicek, 28 points and 8 steals. Philadelphia pulled off a 42-point fourth quarter to get a come-from-behind victory over Detroit. That should be Detroit right there, not Phoenix. Update that. And the Seattle Supersonics, who are the lowest seeded team and headed back to the bronze tier for 73-74, they pulled the upset in Game 1 against the top-seeded Atlanta Hawks behind a big night by Spencer Haywood. And tonight that brings us to Game 1 of the series between the Baltimore Bullets and the Kansas City-OMAHA Kings. I chose this game because I want to see Nate Archibald in action once again. He is the most exciting player in the league in 72-73, having led the league in scoring and assists. And he will lead his Kings into battle tonight against ELVIN Hayes and the Baltimore Bullets. It was a disappointing season for the Bullets here in 72-73. All right, why can I not make my... There we go. It was a disappointing series in 72-73 for the Bullets, as they finished low down in the standings in the Silver Division. Let's take a look at the standings. Yeah, Baltimore finished 5-15 in Silver Division play, and they are moving down to bronze for 73-74. So they're going to try and make chicken salad here tonight in the playoffs if they can pull the upset over the Kansas City Kings. The way this works is that the silver tier is the best 2 out of 3, with the higher seeded team hosting games 2 and 3 of the playoff series. So Baltimore is the number 6 seed. They are hosting tonight. And for games 2 and 3, we will go out to Kansas City. And I believe that takes care of all of the housekeeping details. Let's go ahead and get things started here in Baltimore at the Civic Center. Your starting lineups for the Kings. It is the aforementioned Nate Archibald in the backcourt alongside Matty Gukas. Gukas, the veteran 7th year out of St. Joseph's. It is Tom Van Arsdale out of Indiana at the small forward, and Nate Williams at the power forward, a very impressive second-year man out of Utah State. And the big man in the middle, in his 3rd year out of New Mexico State, Sam Lacey, averaged a double-double for the NBA season in 72-73. He is their inside rim protector, and he will have a key role to play here tonight against ELVIN Hayes and the big Baltimore Bullets. The starting lineup for the Bullets will be in the backcourt: Kevin Porter, the rookie out of St. Francis, Pennsylvania. And he will be flanked by Phil Chenier, second-year man out of California, and a good one. Mike Reardon is your small forward, second-team all-defense in the 72-73 season. And the two bigs inside will be a handful, as Wes Unseld and Elvin Hayes, Hall of Famers both, nail down the inside for this imposing Baltimore front line. And with that, we are ready to rock and roll. Let's get it started here in Baltimore. Lacey and Hayes will jump it up, and the opening tip-off is knocked around and finally picked up by the Bullets. They'll have the first possession of the game. Moving from left to right on your computer screen with Kevin Porter at the helm. Porter sees the open man Chenier on the outside. Foul line extended. The first shot of the game by Chenier is up and good, and he is fouled on the play. Quick start for the Bullets as Chenier gets the and one and heads to the free throw line to complete the three-point play. The free throw is good. And quickly, Baltimore is up 3-0. As we say hello in the chat room to Al, Red Sox fan. Good evening to you, sir. Kansas City basketball for their first possession of the night. The open man out there is Gukas on the wing. He comes off the screen, tries to get it inside to Nate Williams, but it's stolen by Wes Unseld. Another possession for Baltimore. Bullets back on the offense. They work it in low to Hayes. Hayes comes off the inside screen. He's got a mismatch over Van Arsdale. He shoots and scores. Quickly, Baltimore up 5-0, much to the delight of the fans here in the Civic Center. Kansas City still looking for their first basket of the game. They get a jump shot by Archibald. That's no good. Offensive rebound is tipped around and snagged by Nate Williams. Williams to the left hand on the putback. That's no good. Van Arsdale sneaks in for another offensive board, and he passes it back out to the top of the key, where Archibald is waiting to reset the offense. They dump it in quickly to Lacey down low. Lacey with a mismatch over Reardon. He can't get it to fall. And finally, Kevin Porter comes out of there with the rebound for Baltimore. The Bullets want to run. Porter and Chenier at high speed going down the floor. Porter dribbles down the center of the court. He's got Archibald on him. Dumps it off to Reardon on his right. Reardon lays it up and good. And the Baltimore Bullets are up 7-0, and we've got a whistle and a foul on the play. That is going to go on Van Arsdale, and it will be Reardon with a chance at a three-point play. A quick start here for the Baltimore Bullets in the Civic Center as Reardon hits the free throw, and now it is 8-0 in favor of the Bullets. Kansas City still looking for their first points of the game. They've got it to Van Arsdale, working his way into the paint against Mike Reardon. Van Arsdale from the lane again has it picked away and stolen. This time Chenier got him, and it's another fast break opportunity for Baltimore. Porter and Chenier with Reardon. Porter down the center of the court. This time he looks left to Chenier. Chenier drives baseline, and he walked with it. All right, a turnover for Phil Chenier gives the ball back to Kansas City. Kings still looking for their first points of the night. They're going to look inside to Nate Williams. Williams working down low against Unseld. His shot is off the rim, no good, and Unseld takes the rebound. Chenier and Reardon decide this time they're going to pull up as Nate Archibald gets back on the defense. Porter's got it out on top, looks to distribute. Finds Reardon on the wing. His shot from the wing is no good, and the offensive rebound is taken by Wes Unseld. Unseld on the putback attempt is up and good. Wes Unseld, one of the great offensive rebounders in NBA history. He gets that putback, and the Bullets are now up 10-0. Oh my goodness, what a quick start the Bullets are off to here tonight. Kings are looking inside to Williams again. He cannot get another one to go. Bodies banging for the board. Nate Williams gets his own rebound. Williams on the putback attempt is no good. And we have got a whistle and a loose ball foul. That is going to go against the Kings. That is on Tom Van Arsdale, and that is his second. Quickly, Van Arsdale has to go to the bench. He will be replaced by the veteran, jumping Johnny Green. 14 years out of Michigan State is Johnny Green. Maybe he'll bring the offense for Kansas City that they have yet to find here in this first quarter. We're just over 2 minutes into the ball game, and the Kings already trail 10-0. Baltimore looks inside to Unseld. His shot is off the rim, no good, but Reardon takes the offensive rebound. Reardon on the putback attempt from inside is good. Reardon with 5, and it is a 12-0 lead. Now Kansas City looks to Gukas on the outside. He shoots from 12 feet out and finally scores it. And the Kings are on the board 3 minutes into the game, but it's already a 12-2 lead for the Bullets. They have the lead and the basketball. They're going to run the offense through Chenier. He's got Johnny Green on him. Chenier is going to pull the trigger from the free throw line. Oh, it just tipped away and stolen by Matty Gukas. Gukas came around from behind and tipped that one away. And that's another possession for Kansas City. They need to get Archibald involved. Right now they've got it inside to Johnny Green. Green down low with a short jump shot. That is off the rim, no good. And Reardon takes the rebound for Baltimore. Bullets looking inside. Unseld's got it down low. He shoots again and scores it. And it is now a 14-2 ball game. Archibald calling for the ball up top. Dumps it down low to Lacey. Back out to Gukas on the wing, and now Archibald. And Archibald has it tipped away and stolen by Kevin Porter. Things going from bad to worse for the Kings on that possession. Baltimore looking to extend the lead. The open man inside is Unseld. Down low against Williams. Unseld to the left hand, shoots and scores. 6 points now for Unseld, and we've got an old-fashioned butt-whooping in Baltimore Civic Arena here in the first period. 16-2 is your score. Here's Archibald now looking to penetrate. Dances his way through the lane, steps around Porter. Between the bigs, lays it up, and good. Give the assist on that one to Johnny Green as Archibald finally gets on the scoreboard. His team still trails by 12. Baltimore with a big lead. They've got Chenier on the outside. Chenier wants to attack. Goes to his right, gets into the lane. The layup is around the rim, no good. Collision with Gukas in there, but no call. And Gukas is there to take the rebound. Boy, Baltimore, 7 of their first 10 field goal attempts were good. Actually, 7 of 9 until that miss, which got them out to the big lead against Kansas City, who is struggling. The ball goes to Archibald once again out on top. He wants to attack. Working on Porter. Drives into the lane. Dumps it to Williams down low. And the short shot by Williams is good. Nice setup by Archibald on the assist. It's back to a 10-point game. 16-6. Baltimore with the lead and the basketball in the hands of Reardon. Reardon with an open look from the outside is offline. And Johnny Green outbattles Unseld for the rebound. Kansas City coming back the other way. Again, they look to Archibald. Archibald tries to get into the lane. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Archibald, Baltimore basketball. 6.5 to play in the first period, with Baltimore still on top by 10. Bullets with the basketball. It goes to Chenier. Chenier faced up by Archibald on the switch. Wants to get into the lane. Gets a pick from Hayes. Gets around the defense. Lays it up and good. Nice pick by Hayes to set that one up. It's a 12-point lead for Baltimore as we reach the midway point of period number 1. Here's a look for the outside for Archibald, and he scores again to make it 18-8. Kansas City just trying to keep it close as they quickly fall behind here in game number 1 of the playoffs. Here's an inside look for ELVIN Hayes over Johnny Green. Off the glass, off the rim, no good. Nate Williams takes the rebound for Kansas City as we have midlife crisis in the chat room with a comment about St. Francis U of Pennsylvania, the alma mater of one Kevin Porter, the rookie point guard in the game for Baltimore. Porter starting in place of Archie Clark, who is out of action here tonight. Little private school east of Pittsburgh had some talent in the late 60s, early 70s, and you would have to include Kevin Porter in that number. 10-point ball game, Kansas City trailing. They've got the basketball, 5:40 to play in the first. Open inside is Johnny Green. They work it around. Archibald tries to get it to Green. We've got a whistle and an illegal defense warning on Baltimore. And with that, the Kevin Porter will go to the bench to be replaced by Flynn Robinson, the high-flying backup point guard for Baltimore, as the Kings reset the offense. Fresh 24. Kings working their motion offense. They get it to Williams on the baseline, defended by Unseld out there. The baseline jump shot by Williams from 15 is no good, and Unseld takes the rebound. Quick outlet for Unseld to Robinson on the break. Robinson down the center of the floor. Dumps it to Chenier. Chenier to his right, lays it up and good. Another fast break basket for the Bullets. They are up now by a score of 20-8. Kansas City, excuse me, back on the offense with an open look for Gukas. That one falls short, but Johnny Green taps it home. And once again, it is a 10-point ball game. Excuse me, 20-10 is the score. Baltimore with the lead and the basketball, now under 5 to play in the first period. Flynn Robinson into the game. He comes in looking to get his shot off. Instead, he feeds it to Hayes down low. Hayes misses the inside jump shot, and Johnny Green takes the rebound. Hayes and Williams exchanging some words. Already getting chippy here as Gukas finds Archibald at the free throw line, and Archibald knocks another one home. Tiny has 6 points now, and it is a 20-12 game. Baltimore with another open look for Reardon on the outside. That one's off target. And Sam Lacey grabs his first rebound of the game for Baltimore. Quick outlet to Archibald. The Kings want to run. Archibald with it, drops it to Gukas. Gukas dumps it to Archibald, and Archibald's called for the charge. Not a good decision there by Gukas. He gave up on the play at about the free throw line. Could have taken it a step or two closer to create space for Archibald, but instead passed it back to Archibald, and Archibald ran into the charge. Into the game now for Kansas City is Ron Riley, another rookie out of USC. Entering the game for Nate Williams. Still an 8-point lead for Baltimore, 4:14 to play. As the Bullets again look inside. They've got Hayes with it down low, defended by Lacey. Lacey, those long arms, but Hayes gets the shot off and scores it. And once again, it is a 10-point game. Kings run an inside screen for Riley. Riley has it poked away by Chenier and stolen. Riley had the mismatch down there, but Chenier is a stellar defensive player, and he made the steal to give Baltimore another possession. Open now for the Bullets is Unseld. Working down low on Ron Riley. Unseld turns, shoots, and scores. He's got 8 points now to lead all scorers. And the Baltimore lead is 12, 24-12. 3.5 minutes to play in the first. Here's Archibald in the paint. Steps around Chenier, goes to the left hand, lays it up, and good. Kansas City hasn't done much, but what they've done with Nate Archibald. He's got 8 points now to lead the Kings. Baltimore up 10. They look to Reardon once again from the free throw line extended. His long jump shot is pure. And Baltimore back on top 26-14. 7 points now for Reardon as the Bullets continue to tear up the nets. 63% here in quarter number 1. Archibald into the front court finds Riley. Riley on the inside, steps around Unseld, but Unseld got the block. The ball rolls out of bounds. It will stay with Kansas City with 7 on the shot clock. On a nice recovery by Wes Unseld to block that shot and deny Ron Riley from scoring. 2:40 to play. Kings with 7 on the shot clock. They run the play off of the inbounds to Gukas. Gukas with the follow-away jump shot, shoots and scores. 26-16 now. Baltimore with the lead and the basketball. 2.5 to play first period. With it on the outside is Chenier. Calls for the screen. Gets into the lane. Lays it up and good. Kansas City-Omaha is weak inside. Chenier took advantage. He's now got 9 points, and the Baltimore lead is back to 12. And now Archibald steps around a screen, has an open look from the free throw line. He scores it again. He's putting on a clinic. He has hit 5 straight. Archibald, the first man in double digits with 10 points, and the lead is 10 with 2 minutes to play here in the first. Baltimore back on the offense, looking inside to Hayes. Hayes has Riley on him. The double team comes over, and Hayes is forced to call the timeout. 12 on the shot clock as Baltimore will reset the offense. Unseld to inbound. And the pass comes into Porter on the outside. Porter's going to have to put it up quickly, and he could not get it off. Nate Archibald was all over him, knocked that one away, and Porter couldn't pick it up and get it back before the shot clock expired. Ball goes back over to Kansas City. Multiple substitutions on both sides. We will set the lineups here for you. For the Kings, Archibald remains in the game. He is now joined in the backcourt by the veteran Don Kogis, 10 years out of Marquette. Sam Seibert, the rookie out of Kentucky State, is in at the small forward with Ron Riley and Sam Lacey now down low. For Baltimore, we've got Porter and Reardon still in the backcourt. Into the game at the small forward position is Rich Rinaldi. And a fine ball player named Dave Stallworth comes into the game at the power forward to give Wes Unseld some rest. And Elvin Hayes remains down low. So it's a 10-point ball game, 1.5 minutes to play in the first period. As we welcome JT and D. Scott Howard to the chat room. Definitely not spring in Puget Sound yet. We had some snow flurries here in Madison, Wisconsin today, but nothing that stuck. And a good crowd is coming into the chat room here to watch Baltimore and Kansas City. Kansas City with the basketball. They trail by 10 as they have a little bit of trouble communicating with the new guys in the ball game. The ball finally goes to Seibert on the outside. He's going to dump it inside to Sam Lacey. Lacey working on Hayes in the low post. Lacey shoots and scores. Kansas City now up to 50% from the field on the game as they have pulled to within 8, but Baltimore is still tearing it up at 65%. As the Bullets once again look to extend the lead. Reardon takes the pass from Porter. Dribbles to his right. Kogis in his face. Kogis knocked it away. And out of bounds. Baltimore will keep possession. They get it into Rinaldi, working quickly. Rinaldi will take it inside. Drives baseline, shoots and scores. Nice pump fake by Rich Rinaldi to get himself free and extend the Bullets' lead back to 10, 30-20, as we reach the final minute of play here in the first period. And a jump shot quickly by Matty Gukas off the offensive set is good. And it's now 30-22. 40 seconds to go. Here's Flynn Robinson with it on the outside. Robinson wants to attack. Can he get around Gukas? He does. He goes to the left hand. But Gukas got a piece of it going up, and Don Kojis pulls it down for Kansas City. 35 seconds to play in the quarter. Open down low is Nate Williams. Williams gets into the paint, and Rinaldi got a piece of that one. Williams grabs it out of the air. Williams is going to take it back up. The little jumper from the low post is good. Stick-to-itiveness there by Nate Williams gets his second basket of the night. 4 points, 4 rebounds for Nate Williams. And the lead is cut to 6. That's as close as it's been in quite a few minutes here in Baltimore. As we wind down to the final possession of the first period, it looks like the Bullets are going to hold for the final shot of the quarter. That shot will come from Phil Chenier from the mid-range. He scores it, and he is fouled by Kojis. Bad foul by the veteran Kojis gives Phil Chenier the opportunity for a three-point play. And Chenier converts that. And the Baltimore lead, just like that, is back up to 9 with 2 seconds to play in the first period. Kojis from the outside drives to the basket. His layup is good. Did he get it through before the buzzer? Yes, he did. The basket counts, and that gives us a 7-point difference at the first quarter break. 33-26, the Bullets have the lead. Let's take a look at your first quarter box score. Leading scorer in the quarter is Phil Chenier for Baltimore with those 12 points. Very good first half for Chenier. He got help from Wes Unseld with 8 points and 3 rebounds. Mike Reardon with 7. As the Bullets shoot 65% for the first quarter. Leading scorer for the Kings, of course, Nate Archibald with 10 points, also 2 assists. Matty Gukas with 6 for the Kings. As the Kings also shot a respectable 54% from the field. All right, a quick drink of A&W Zero Sugar Root Beer, and we will be ready for the second quarter of action. And if you hang around until halftime, you'll get to hear some updates from the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. All right, we're ready to begin the second period. The tip is controlled by the Bullets. They have a 7-point lead and possession, and they quickly look inside to ELVIN Hayes. Hayes working down low on Lacey. His shot is no good, but he is fouled by Lacey, and ELVIN Hayes will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Very few fouls committed in the first quarter, only 3 total foul shots taken. Hayes missed the first one here. Hayes scores the second, and that puts the Baltimore lead back up to 8. 34-26. Archibald looks to set up the offense for the Kings. They get it to Van Arsdale on the wing. He gets the screen, gets into the paint. His little teardrop is no good, and Reardon takes the rebound for Baltimore. Baltimore coming back the other way, and we have got a whistle and an injury. It looks like Matt Gukas is shaken up. He'll leave the court. He should be back. And Baltimore will keep possession. Reardon to inbound. Reardon looks to Chenier on the wing. The jump shot from outside by Chenier is good. He's hit 5 straight. He's got 14 points now to lead all scorers. And the Bullets' lead is back up to 10. Kansas City now looks down low to Van Arsdale under the basket. He pump fakes. He gets Reardon up into the air, and Van Arsdale shoots and scores. First basket for Van Arsdale on the night. He had to leave the game early in the first period with foul trouble. He's now on the scoreboard. And the lead, once again, is 8. Baltimore running a motion offense. Hayes has it now on the baseline with Lacey all over him out there. His only option is to throw it back out to Kevin Porter, and they can't get a shot off. Good team defense by the Kings on that possession. Kings once again looking to cut into the lead. They're going to run it through Archibald. He tries to get it inside to Lacey, but it's tipped away and stolen by Porter. Bullets have 3-on-3 going the other way with Porter. Over to Chenier. Chenier cutting to his right. Dumps it back to Porter. And Porter has it knocked away out of bounds, last touched by the Bullets. That'll be Kansas City basketball on the turnover. So good defense in transition there by the Kings. Gets them another possession. Archibald from the outside, weaves through traffic, gets to his left, lays it up and good. He's now 6 in a row on the night, 12 points to lead Kansas City. The lead is cut to 6. Give credit to the Kings. They got way behind early, but they have stuck in there and have made this a ball game. They have not led. They've been down by as many as 14, but early in the second period, they've got the lead whittled down to 6, and they're keeping it close. Baltimore runs it through Reardon. Reardon has it knocked away by Van Arsdale out of bounds. The Bullets will keep possession. Bullets work it inside to Hayes. Hayes down low. Bothered by the long arms of Sam Lacey, but he is able to get the shot up over Lacey and score it. 38-30, Baltimore in the lead. The Kings set up the offense. They dump it down low to Riley. Riley open on the screen. Misses the shot, but he is fouled by Reardon. And Ron Riley will go to the free throw line for Kansas City. This is the first free throw attempted by the Kings here tonight. Riley, a 68% shooter, missed the first. Can he make good on the second? The second shot by Riley is good. That's his first point of the ball game, and that brings Kansas City back to within 7. Bullets look inside to Stallworth. Lacey comes over to help out on the defense. The shot by Stallworth is no good, but Lacey got him on the arm, and Lacey is not at all happy about that. That's going to send Dave Stallworth to the free throw line. And Lacey is pitching a fit as Kansas City coach Bob Cousy tries to get his big man calmed down and refocused. Stallworth missed the first free throw. Second shot by Stallworth is good. And once again, it is an 8-point ball game. As we say hello to Jim Connell in the chat room. Good evening to you, my friend. It is playoff action indeed, with the Baltimore Bullets leading the Kansas City Kings 39-31 in Game 1 of a best-of-3 Silver Tier playoff series. Kansas City-Omaha with the basketball. Kind of a jumbled-up offense as the bigs are on the outside and the little guys are on the inside, and nobody really has a clean shot. So they circle it back out to Archibald, and Archibald's going to attack. Archibald dances through the lane. He's cut off by Hayes. The shot by Archibald is no good. The rebound is cleared by Chenier for Baltimore. Bullets looking to extend the lead. Once again, they look to Chenier. Flynn Robinson on the point. Gets the ball back. Goes into the lane. Tries to lay it up with the left hand. That's no good. And Ron Riley takes the rebound for Kansas City. So it was Robinson trying to convert on that possession. He could not. Kansas City with another possession. Now they've got Van Arsdale, an open look from the baseline coming off the screen. His jump shot is too strong, but Sam Lacey comes in for the backside rebound. Lacey on the putback attempt has it swatted away by ELVIN Hayes. Hayes with a block shot. Chenier pulls the rebound for Baltimore. And they're going to walk it back the other way, leading by 8. Now under 9 minutes to play in the second period. Baltimore looks to Chenier. Chenier's got it at the free throw line. Tries to lob it into Stallworth. Too high. Over the head of Stallworth and out of bounds for another turnover. And now into the game for the first time for Kansas City-Omaha is a backup guard, Dick Gibbs, second-year man out of Texas, El Paso. He's in there with the remainder of the starters for Kansas City. 8:46 to play, second period. Kansas City sets up the offense. Once again, they're going to try Van Arsdale in the paint. Van Arsdale, they like that matchup against Reardon. Van Arsdale with the left hand cannot convert. Lacey's tip is no good. And Unseld takes the rebound for Baltimore. Another missed opportunity there. Baltimore gets it inside to Hayes. Hayes can't convert. And that rebound is taken by Gibbs for Kansas City. Quick outlet to Archibald. Archibald wants to run. He's the fastest man on the floor. He's got Van Arsdale on the wing. Over to Williams on the baseline. Williams drives baseline. Cannot get the layup to go. The rebound is knocked around, slapped away, and finally picked up by Gibbs for the Kings. Kings are going to try and reset things here. They get it to Archibald on the inside. He's wide open in the paint. He gets the 5-footer to roll. And the Kings are within 6. 14 points now for Nate Archibald. What a sensational game he is putting on here tonight. Baltimore looks inside to Unseld. Unseld over Williams. His shot is short. ELVIN Hayes grabs the offensive board for the Bullets. Hayes on the putback. Has it knocked away and stolen by Nate Archibald. Good steal by Archibald. Once again, the Kings want to run. Archibald weaving his way down the floor. Dumps it off to Gibbs. Gibbs drops it back to Archibald. Archibald to the basket. His layup is no good. Spins off the rim, and it's rebounded by Rinaldi for Baltimore. Missed opportunity there for the Kings, as the Bullets with another possession, still leading by 6. And again, looking inside to Hayes. Hayes in the middle. Turnaround jump shot over Lacey is good. The Big E now with 9 points. Baltimore back on top by 8. 41-33, under 8 minutes to play, second period. Here's a look from the baseline for Nate Williams. He left that one short, but he crashes the boards, grabs his own rebound. Williams takes the putback attempt up strong and scores it. Second effort by Nate Williams pays off. He's got 6 points and 5 rebounds. He is doing man's work in there against the likes of Unseld and Hayes. Once again, it is a 6-point game. 41-35. Baltimore to Robinson on the outside. Robinson with a jump shot from the free throw line, no good. Robinson has his own long rebound tapped back out to him, and the Bullets will reset. They look inside to Unseld. Unseld open inside, scores it. Unseld now in double digits, and the lead is back to 8. The Kings are still hanging around. This lead's been between 6 and 8 throughout most of the second period. And Kansas City once again looks inside to Van Arsdale. They keep trying to exploit that matchup against Reardon, and this time Van Arsdale lowers his shoulder. He's called for the offensive foul. That is going to send Van Arsdale back to the bench with his 3rd foul of the night. And Baltimore has possession now, leading by 8, as Porter and Chenier, the starting backcourt duo, returns to the court for the Bullets. Nothing good the first look on the offense, so the Bullets reset, and Porter's got it out on top. He gets the screen, gets into the lane. His layup is no good, and Kojis pulls the rebound for Kansas City. Trailing by 8, here's another outside look for Archibald. That one's too strong. And on the whistle on the rebound, we've got a loose ball foul on Nate Williams. Archibald with what I believe is his first miss of the night. And Williams charging the boards is called for the loose ball foul. We're midway through the second period. Baltimore still leads by 8, 43-35. Chenier back in the game, calls for the ball on the perimeter. His deep jump shot is offline, and Nate Williams with another rebound for Kansas City. Boy, where would the Kings be without Williams in this game? 6 points and 6 big rebounds for Nate Williams, keeping Kansas City close. It's still an 8-point game as the Kings look to get something done on offense. The pass goes out to Archibald. Archibald dumps it down low to Lacey. Lacey shoots and scores. Good setup by Archibald. Once again, Kansas City is back within 6. Baltimore looks inside to Hayes. Hayes has it knocked away, and Archibald comes up with the loose ball for Kansas City. Coming back the other way, we have a whistle and another injury, as it is ELVIN Hayes who is favoring that left ankle and limping off the court. And that is a big loss for the Bullets, as he will be replaced by Stan Love, second-year man out of Oregon. And also the father of the modern-day NBA superstar Kevin Love. 5:40 to play now, second period. Baltimore still on top by 6. Kansas City with the basketball. Johnny Green to trigger the inbound. They look down low to Lacey. Lacey's short jump shot is tipped out by Love. Good block shot there. The loose ball is taken by Gibbs. Gibbs can't do anything with it. He looks for help, shoots a fadeaway, and scores it. Dick Gibbs out of nowhere with a putback has brought Kansas City back to within 4, 43-39. Still 5 minutes to play here in the second period. Flynn Robinson has it on the outside. He looks to attack, steps into the lane, drops it off to Unseld. Unseld's shot is blocked by Lacey, and Lacey takes down the rebound. Quick outlet to Archibald. Archibald dribbles the length of the court. Gives it to Gibbs, gets it back. Archibald lays it up, no good. But Archibald is fouled on the layup attempt, and he will go to the free throw line. It'll be 2 shots for Archibald as the Kings continue to inch ever closer. Archibald good on the first. Now 15 points in the game for Tiny Nate Archibald. Archibald offline with the second. Unseld takes the rebound for Baltimore, but we've got a 3-point game here with 5 minutes to play in the second. Chenier and Porter playing a little 2-man game out top. Chenier tries to cross-court it to Reardon. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Reardon on a rotten pass for the turnover. And now Matty Gukas comes back into the game for Kansas City. Good to see him back. He was shaken up earlier in the ball game. And he is back on the floor now for the Kings as they look to once again cut into this big lead. Ball goes inside to Williams, back out to Archibald out high. Archibald with the jump shot is no good, and he is fouled again by Robinson. Robinson didn't like the first call. He doesn't like that one even a little bit. But Nate Archibald goes back to the line, shooting 2. Archibald, an 85% free throw shooter on the regular season, connects on the first. Archibald hits them both, and it's a 1-point game. 43-42. Baltimore has dried up on the offensive end here in this second period, looking to make something happen with Robinson on the outside. looks to distribute, gets it back out on top. 13 on the shot clock. Robinson pulls the trigger. That's no good. Rebound secured by Sam Lacey. And the Kings have the opportunity here to take the lead. Archibald dishes to Gukas. Gukas down low to Green. He fakes left. He turns right. He shoots. He scores. And for the first time tonight, Kansas City is in the lead, 44-43. The Kings on top with 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. And in the chat room, it is my honor to greet Christopher Slovic, one of the great voices on YouTube. Always got something interesting going on the Christopher Slovic channel. Great watching this on a Saturday morning here in Chiang Mai. And forgive me if I butchered that pronunciation. All right, Kansas City on top, 44-43, with 4 minutes to play in the second period. The open man for the Bullets is Chenier. Chenier lets it fly. It's off target. Around the rim and out, Johnny Green with the rebound for Kansas City. Kings have numbers in transition. It's Archibald leading the break. He's got options. He sends it to Williams in the paint. Williams cannot get the shot to go, and Reardon takes the rebound for Kansas City. Reardon will send it out to Chenier, and Chenier will walk it back the other way. Quickly, they get it inside to Love as Love beats Lacey back down the court, and Love can't get the shot to go. Johnny Green with another rebound, and another transition opportunity for the Kings. Back and forth we go. Archibald loves to run the floor. It's in the hands of Gukas, down to Williams in the baseline. Williams drives baseline, missed again, but Williams gets his own rebound. Williams on the putback attempt, gets it up and missed again, and the rebound is taken by Unseld. Nate Williams with 2 cracks at it that time, could not convert, and finally Unseld with the big rebound for Baltimore. Bullets looking to make something happen. And this is a bad-looking offensive set here. Unseld's got it in his hands on the baseline. He's looking for help. He tries to get it to Reardon out on the wing, and it's lost out of bounds for another turnover. Substitutions into the game now, 3:14 to play before halftime. Kansas City still clinging to a 1-point lead, their only lead of the game thus far. Kansas City sets up the offensive set. Archibald dribbles it into the front court, dishes it down to Williams. Williams back to Archibald. Archibald to Riley. Riley's shot is no good, but Koji sneaks in for the offensive rebound, and the Kings will get a fresh 24. Kansas City on a 9-0 run. They get it into Riley. Riley from in close shoots and scores, and it's a 3-point lead, and now an 11-0 run for the Kings. The Baltimore offense has fallen asleep here in quarter number 2. Can Stan Love do something about that? He comes off a screen. He's wide open down low, shoots over Gukas and scores it. Finally, the scoring drought for Baltimore has ended. But the Bullets still trail by 1 with 2.5 minutes to play before halftime. Kansas City with the basketball and the 1-point lead. As they're going to look inside to Nate Williams, defended by Unseld. Unseld has good position, and Williams runs him over, and that's a charge. Well done by the veteran Wes Unseld. Baltimore regains possession, 2:22 to play before halftime. They look to Chenier on the wing. Chenier has gone cold this quarter, and once again he turns it over as Don Koji stepped into the passing lane and picks that one off. Koji will walk it back up the other way. It's in the hands now of Archibald. Archibald sends it to Gukas on the perimeter. Gukas left it short, and Unseld takes another rebound for Baltimore. Quick outlet to Porter. Porter and Chenier, 2-on-2 going the other way. Porter dribbles to his right. Cross courts it to Chenier. Chenier drives the lane. His shot is no good. Chenier pulls his own rebound. And he'll wait for the rest of his mates to rejoin him with now 2 minutes to play in the second period. Baltimore with the basketball, still trailing by 1. John Tresvant into the game now for the Bulls. He's got it down low. Shoots it up over Lacey and scores. We've seen John Tresvant in a couple of different uniforms here in the Epic Basketball League. He is a ninth-year man out of Seattle. And he comes into the game and immediately gives the Bullets back the lead, 47-46, a minute 41 to play in the period. They go down low to Lacey. Lacey working on the low block. The little hook shot is no good, but Nate Williams pulls another offensive board for the Kings. Williams can't make the pick, can't convert on the putback, but the long rebound is tapped out to Matty Gukas, and Gukas will hand it to Archibald, and the Kings will reset. Kings with a third crack at it here. Let's see where they go with it. They look inside to Williams. The short jump shot by Williams is good. Nate Williams, 8 points, 8 rebounds, and that puts Kansas City back on top, 48-47, a minute 12 to play before halftime. Baltimore looks inside to Unseld. Unseld passes it back out to Porter. Porter drives the lane, and Porter runs over Archibald for the offensive foul. And now we're in the final minute of play here in the second period. Kansas City with the lead and a possession. Looking to set something up. They get it down low to Lacey. Lacey picked up in the low block. Has to kick it out to Gukas on the outside. And Gukas tries to get free, but he is picked off, and a moving screen has been called by Johnny Green. That's the first personal foul on Green. We've seen a lot of offensive fouls in this game, but very few free throws, only 13 total free throws. It's still a 1-point lead for Kansas City now, 36 seconds to play in the second period. Mike Reardon now at the point for Baltimore. He pulls the trigger from the free throw line extended. That's no good. Lacey takes the rebound for Kansas City, and the Kings are going to try and hold for the final shot of the period. Gibbs has it over to Seibert now in the game. Seibert from the outside steps around Rinaldi, gets into the lane, has his shot blocked by Reardon, and that will be the end of the first half. Seibert thought he could sneak one by. Reardon wasn't going to let that happen. And as we go to the break, it is the Kings 48 and the Bullets 46 in a very interesting ball game. Only 14 points scored by Baltimore in that second period as they trail by 1 heading into the dressing rooms. All right, let's take a look at your second quarter box score. Leading scorer in the game is Nate Archibald, 17 points and 4 assists, along with 2 steals for the Kings. It has been all about Tiny Nate Archibald in this one, and that's why I wanted to see the Kings here on the channel this evening. And, of course, Nate Williams with that 8 points and 8 rebounds, keeping Kansas City close. On the Baltimore side of the ledger, Phil Chenier is your leading scorer with 14, but he has turned over the ball 5 times. Wes Unseld with 10 points and 7 rebounds. Second quarter scoring, it was Archibald with 7 to lead all scorers. ELVIN Hayes with 5 for Baltimore. Chenier only 2 points in the second period after that very hot first quarter. All right, now before we head back to action, we're going to talk about the happenings here on the channel in the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. It was a big week in Heartland Championship Wrestling. We were behind schedule on our usual wrestling action, so we didn't get a show up last Saturday, but we jumped on the channel Wednesday night with an NWA World Heavyweight Championship match, And Nick Bockwinkel captured the NWA World Heavyweight Championship with a huge victory over the former champion Vader. And it was the Bockwinkel sleeper that took out Vader and earned Nick Bockwinkel the NWA World Heavyweight Championship for the very first time. So congratulations to Vader. Also congratulations to the Steiner brothers, who captured the Atlantic Tag Team Championship with a big win over the Midnight Express on that show. And of course, Barry Windham with a successful title defense of the Atlantic Heavyweight Championship with a win over Ernie the Big Cat Ladd. The next wrestling broadcast on the channel is probably going to happen on Sunday afternoon. In fact, we'll plan it for Sunday afternoon around 6 p.m. Central Time. It will be pay-per-view action from Patriot Championship Wrestling, your main event, double main event. The first main event will be a long-awaited grudge match, as Vader, who is an angry man after losing his World Heavyweight Championship, is going to travel to Las Vegas and duke it out with his hated nemesis, superstar Billy Graham, out in Vegas. And in the other main event, it will be the NWA World Tag Team Championship on the line, as the world champion Fabulous Freebirds defend against the Wild Samoans. And is that ever going to be a Donnybrook? All right, so we'll put that on the channel Sunday afternoon, and we will look forward to seeing you back in action. And of course, on Sunday morning, My Journey with Jesus returns to the airwaves. Okay, so that is everything from the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. A quick drink of Diet Root Beer, and we will get back to the second half of action in this very entertaining ball game with the score: Kansas City 48, Baltimore 47. All right, it looks like we've got the starting units back on the floor for both teams to open up period number 3. And the opening tip-off once again is controlled by Baltimore. It's in the hands of Kevin Porter. From the wing, wants to attack. Steps around Archibald, gets into the lane, lays it up, and good. Nicely set up by Phil Chenier. Baltimore back on top, 49-48. Kansas City's going to work it in down low to Lacey. Lacey out on the baseline now. He's about 12 feet away. He doesn't like to try and shoot from that distance. Not a good situation for Lacey. He's going to try and get it out to Gukas on the wing. Gukas lets it fly. That's off target. Rebound taken by Hayes for Baltimore. A little sloppy possession for the Kings there. Here's a quick outlet, and Baltimore's got an opportunity in transition. It's 3-on-2 going the other way. Reardon with it. Stops at the free throw line. Ooh, fakes, hesitates, steps around Archibald, goes to the left hand, lays it up, and good. Nice little hesitation move by Reardon to draw the defense and open his path to the basket for the goal. Quickly, Baltimore back out to a 3-point lead, 51-48, as the Kings look inside to Nate Williams. Takes the pass from Archibald, well defended by Unseld, and Williams is called for clearing out. Williams hooked him, and the referee whistled him for it. Possession back over to Baltimore, looking to extend this 3-point lead. The ball goes to Unseld in the paint. He's got a good look inside. Off the bank and good. Unseld now with 12, and the Baltimore lead is up to 5, 53-48. Baltimore opening the period on a 6-0 run. Kansas City sends the ball over to Van Arsdale on the wing. Covered closely out there by Reardon. 11 on the shot clock. They dump it into Lacey down low, and Lacey scores from point-blank range to end the rally. Christopher Slovic feeling a Baltimore run. It was certainly a Baltimore run at the beginning of the first period, as the Bullets quickly took control of this one, and it took Kansas City all of the first half to catch up. Baltimore now with the basketball, up by 3. And they look inside once again. Hayes down low working on Lacey. His shot is up and good. Hayes now in double digits with 11. And the Bullets lead is back up to 5. Archibald finds Van Arsdale on the outside. Well defended by Reardon. Reardon stole it. That stingy Baltimore defense is acting up again here to start the third, as Reardon with the steal gives Baltimore another possession. Porter from the outside pulls the trigger against Archibald. His leaner is good. Porter not a frequent shooter, but he's got 4 points now, and the Baltimore lead is 7. Here comes the run. It's a 9-2 run to start the period for Baltimore. Excuse me, an 8-2 run. And they've taken a 7-point lead. Kings look inside to Williams. His short jump shot is good. And Williams now has double digits with 10. And it's a 5-point game. Bullets continue to pound it into the low post, and Hayes converts again. He's now got 13, and the lead is back to 7. Kings coming back with Archibald. Free throw line extended. Drives, dishes to Lacey, gets it back, shoots and scores. Give that basket to Lacey. 5 assists now for Archibald, and it is a 5-point game as Dave Gardner is in the chat room. Man, this chat room keeps getting cooler and cooler. And with Dave Gardner here, it is the place to be. Dave, are you wearing that one of those fancy neckties again here tonight? Looking good on some Facebook pics earlier this week. Baltimore with the basketball. Reardon works it his way into the paint, backing down on Van Arsdale. Turns right, goes off glass, off the rim, no good. Unseld with the offensive rebound for Baltimore. Unseld takes it up strong with a putback and scores it. 61-54, Baltimore now with a 7-point lead. They have reestablished control of this one here early in the third period, as predicted by one Christopher Slovic. Kansas City trying to keep it close. Nate Williams has been their best weapon. He is out on the baseline now, being chased out there by Unseld. Open on the wing is Gukas. Gukas steps around Chenier, gets into the lane, lays it up, under, and good. Nice looking shot by Gukas as he scores it to pull Kansas City back to within 5. 9 minutes to play in the third. Bullets just keep pounding it in down low. Unseld with it, shoots and scores. Unseld and Hayes have taken over here in the third period. Here's Archibald from the outside for Kansas City. His shot is good. And he is heating up again. Archibald ripped off about 6 in a row in the first half. And now he is back on the scoreboard here in half number 2, bringing Kansas City back to within 5. Both teams clicking offensively in the first moments of the third quarter. But here's a turnover. Tipped away and stolen by Van Arsdale. Another possession for Kansas City. Archibald brings it up. Little two-man game going with Gukas. Knocked away by Chenier. And last touched by Gukas. Baltimore basketball on the turnover. It's still a 5-point lead for the Bullets as we reach the 8-minute mark of the third period. Chenier is open on the outside. Tries to dump it down low to Hayes. That's off target. And another turnover by the Bullets. We are seeing all kinds of turnovers here. 13 for the Bullets and 12 for the Kings. as the Kings regain possession, still trailing by 5. Archibald calls his own number. His jump shot from the outside is around the rim and off, but Lacey grabs the offensive rebound. Lacey with a putback slams it home. Well done by Lacey to pull it back to a 3-point game. Bullets with the basketball this time. It is Reardon. Tries to feed it back to Flynn Robinson, but throws it away for another turnover. Turnovers have stalled the Baltimore offense on the last couple of possessions, and Kansas City is looking to climb back into this one. Archibald on the outside. Drops it down to Van Arsdale, and he is called for the charge again. That is 4 on Van Arsdale, and he is leaving the court a very unhappy man. He has been in foul trouble throughout the night, and now with 7:13 to play in the third, it is back to the bench for Tom Van Arsdale. He's replaced by the veteran jumping Johnny Green. Baltimore with the basketball and a 3-point lead as Flynn Robinson sets up the offense. They're going to go back to their bread and butter and pound it into Unseld. But Nate Williams gets into the passing lane, knocks it away. Archibald picks it up for the steal. Bullets quickly back in transition defense, so Archibald has to pull it out. He beats Hayes to the spot. Archibald finds Johnny Green down low. Green tries to hit the jump shot on the pump fake. He is fouled by Reardon, and it will be Johnny Green headed to the free throw line for a pair of tries. First try for Johnny Green is up and good. Green hits them both, and it's once again a 1-point game, 63-62. Bullets with the basketball and the lead. The pass goes to Reardon on the wing. Guarded out there by Johnny Green. Reardon's got room to get the jump shot off, and he scores it. Now 4 men in double digits for Baltimore as Reardon scores his 11th point of the night. Baltimore back on top by 3. Archibald from the outside. Shoots from 15. It's off target, and Hayes takes the rebound for Baltimore. Bullets now with a 3-on-2 going the other way. It's Porter and Chenier. Chenier dribbling to his right. Dumps it to Porter. Porter to the left hand, lays it up and good. 6 points now for Kevin Porter. Baltimore back on top by 5, 67-62, as we approach the midway point of the third quarter. Here's another quick shot by Archibald off target, but he is fouled on the play by Porter. And it will be Nate Archibald headed to the line for some free throws. Archibald, an 85% free throw shooter, connects on the first. He's now got 20 points on the night. Make it 21 as Archibald hits them both, and that cuts it to a 3-point lead. Bullets setting it up on offense. They look down low to Hayes. Hayes with a short jumper over Lacey. That is good. Hayes now with 15, and the lead is back to 5. Kings are going to try and reciprocate with Nate Williams inside. His shot is blocked by Unseld, and the rebound is taken down by Reardon. Now it's 4-on-3 going the other way. Bullets with numbers. Flynn Robinson in the lead, sends it to Reardon. Reardon steps around Archibald, goes to the left hand, lays it up and good. 13 now for Reardon. The lead is up to 7. Kansas City runs a inside screen. They get Johnny Green loose in the paint. He shoots over Chenier and scores it. Very nicely executed by the Kings. The lead is back to 5, 71-66. The Bullets go down low to Unseld. Unseld kicks it out to Reardon on the wing, and Reardon delivers. 15 for Reardon. The lead is 7. Archibald from the outside. Steps into the lane, tries to dump it to Lacey down low. It's knocked away and stolen by Flynn Robinson. Robinson wants to go coast to coast with it. Dribbles down the center of the floor, jumps it off to Chenier, who is the trailer. Chenier on the give and go back to Robinson. Robinson missed the layup. But the rebound is knocked around and finally picked up out there by Chenier, and Baltimore will reset. Todd B. now in the chat room. I have this Kansas City team in my 30 for 30 league. 30 teams with a scorer who averaged over 30 points per game. I bet this is a fun team to play with. Archibald is certainly fun to watch. He's got 21 points, 7 rebounds, the only man in NBA history to lead the league in both scoring and assists over the course of a season. Baltimore up 7 with the basketball. The open man is Flynn Robinson. Robinson pulls the trigger out high. His shot is no good, and Nate Williams pulls the rebound for Kansas City. This time they'll take it back slowly the other way, as Lacey's trapped with it out on the baseline. Finds Green inside, and Green is fouled by Unseld. Good find to get Green open down low, and Unseld had no choice but to just grab him to prevent him from the easy hoop. And that will be a side-out foul with 4 minutes to play here in the third. And the Kings still trailing by 7, 73-66. Kansas City to inbound. They run a low screen for Lacey. Lacey towering over Porter, who came over on the switch, but Lacey missed the layup. Matty Gukas grabs the offensive board for Kansas City. They'll reset here, but Lacey missed a golden opportunity to convert that time. Kojis gets open on the baseline. His shot is no good, and another offensive rebound is taken, this time by Ron Riley. Riley taking it up strong on the putback, and good. 5 points now for Ron Riley, and it is a 5-point game, 73-68. 3.5 minutes now to play in quarter number 3. The ball is in the hands of Reardon on the outside. Picked up out there on the baseline by Archibald. Archibald forced him to alter his shot. That's no good. Sam Lacey takes the rebound for Kansas City. Kings trying to hustle back. Working the ball around the perimeter in transition. They get it down low to Lacey. The short jump shot from Lacey is good. Give the assist to Archibald. That is 8 assists for Nate Archibald here tonight. The lead is cut to 3. 3 minutes to play, third period. Baltimore 73, Kansas City 70. Bullets pounding it inside once again. It's in the hands of Hayes. The short rainbow this time will not fall, and Sam Lacey takes the rebound for the Kings. Quick outlet to Archibald. This time Archibald will run with it. Coast to coast he goes. He's got Kojis on the wing. Sends it to Gukas, the trailer, and Gukas lost it out of bounds. Missed opportunity there for the Kings, and it's still a 3-point lead with under 3 to play in the third. Bullets on the offense. They find Chenier on the wing. Chenier's been quiet this quarter, and he's called for the offensive foul. Actually, they call that on Unseld for an illegal screen to get Chenier free. It looked like Chenier had an open look, but now we know why. As the ball goes back over to Kansas City, the Kings still trail by 3. Archibald finds Kojis on the wing, and Kojis drops that one home, and he is fouled on the play by Chenier. Very nicely set up by Archibald. Kojis has a chance at a three-point play, and if he hits this free throw, he can tie the game. Kojis delivers. And with 2.5 minutes to play in the third, we are tied at 73. As Todd B says, running into Unseld is like running into a Mack truck, and I will not argue with that. .230 to play. Reardon calls for it on the low block. He's got Seibert on him, and the shot by Reardon is no good. And Reardon, in frustration, commits a loose ball foul on the rebound. That gives the ball back to Kansas City. 2:14 to play, we're tied. Archibald brings it up, sends it to Kojis, gets it back. Back over to Kojis on the wing. The jump shot this time is short, but he is fouled by Rinaldi. And that is going to put Kansas City into the bonus. And Kojis will go to the line for 3 to make 2. Kojis rolls the first one in, once again putting Kansas City in the lead. Kojis falls short on the second. He'll get the bonus. And the bonus shot by Kojis is good. Kansas City 75, Baltimore 73. As Kansas City once again has survived a Baltimore run and clawed their way back into this one with 2 minutes to play in the third period. Bullets on offense. Trying to get it down low. They find Reardon on the low block, picked up by Seibert. The shot by Reardon is no good, but he picks up his own rebound in traffic, and he's going to pass it back out and reset the offense. 1:51 to play. Bullets with a fresh 24. This time Reardon comes off a screen and has an open look from the perimeter, and that is good. And he is fouled on the play by Seibert. Seibert trying to crash through the screen and hit Rinaldi on the Reardon on the wrist as Reardon was releasing that shot for the foul. And here's a chance for a three-point play for Mike Reardon. And Reardon drops home the free throw. He's got 18. Reardon now leads the Bullets in scoring. And the Bullets are back on top by 1, 76-75. Very exciting ball game here tonight in Baltimore. Kansas City runs the offense. They find Gukas open on the wing. Gukas with a long jump shot is good. Gukas now in double digits. And Kansas City back on top by 1, 77-76. Back and forth we go. Baltimore dumps it down low to Hayes. And his short jump shot is good, but they're waving it off. The foul was called on Lacey, and they're going to call that on the floor. And my goodness, Baltimore coach Gene Shue is not at all happy with that call, as he wanted the basket. But Hayes will head to the line for a pair of free throws. He connects on the first to tie the game at 77. Hayes off target on the second. Rebounded by Lacey for the Kings. Mark a double-double for Lacey, 12 points, 10 rebounds. And with a minute to play in the third, we're tied at 77. Archibald brings it up court. Sends it to Gukas on the wing. Gukas tries to dump it down low to Green on the low block. Bad pass out of bounds for the turnover. 49 seconds to play as Baltimore sets up. Robinson brings it up, sends it to Chenier on the wing. Down low to Stallworth. Back into the hands of Chenier. And Chenier tries to get inside, but he walked with it. Stallworth had the screen set for him, but Chenier carried the ball on his hip as he went around, and he's called for excessive steps. Still a tie ball game now, 38 seconds left in the period. As they're going to run it through Nate Archibald. Archibald on the outside, drives, gets into the lane, collides with Unseld. The shot is no good. But the foul is whistled on Unseld. Boy, is that ever a size mismatch, as Nate Archibald's probably about $160. Actually, he is listed at 160 pounds and Unseld 245. That is a size mismatch, but Archibald gets up, brushes himself off, and heads to the free throw line. He'll get 3 to make 2. And the first shot is good. 22 now for Archibald. Archibald connects again, and it is a 2-point lead, 79-77. Baltimore with the basketball, 29 seconds on the game clock, 24 on the shot clock. They look inside to Unseld, working on Ron Riley down low. Unseld turns left, goes to that little hook off the glass, and good. Tie ball game now, 18 seconds to play. And it looks as if the Kings are going to hold for the final shot of the period. Archibald will take it from outside. It's offline at the horn. And that is the end of the third quarter with the score tied at 79. So it is coming right down to the finale here. Down the home stretch we go with the score tied at 79. Taking a look at your box score, it is Archibald with 23 points and 9 assists, but also 6 turnovers on the night for Kansas City. He has been the star of the show so far. A balanced scoring attack from Baltimore, 18 apiece for Unseld and Mike Reardon, and 16 points for Hayes. Third quarter scoring. Big quarter for Mike Reardon with 11 points for Baltimore. Sam Lacey knocked in 8 points for the Kings. He's got that double-double working in his own right. As we head to the fourth period. For the Epic Basketball League season, as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Baltimore with a very disappointing season, only 5-15, and they will be demoted to the Bronze Division for the 73-74 campaign. Kansas City did well and maintained their status as the Silver Division, picking up the 3rd seed. So by the seedings, you would think this would be this matchup would favor Kansas City. But on the real season, Kansas City only won 36 ball games, while Baltimore went 52-30. So on the if you go by the regular season records in the real NBA, this would be Baltimore's series to win. And that is why we enjoy these simulated sports games on the computer, because we can put matchups like this in action and see what happens. What's happening now is a tie ball game as we tip off the fourth quarter. On the floor for the Kings, it is Archibald still at the point. He has logged major minutes here tonight, and he is surrounded by backups. Kogis and Seibert at the small forward and shooting guard position. And down low, it is Ron Riley. And into the game now, another rookie, Mike Ratliff, the number 28 selection overall, second round pick of the Kings out of nearby Wisconsin, Eau Claire, here in my neck of the woods. For Baltimore, Mike Reardon is at the point, and Flynn Robinson shifts over to the shooting guard. Into the game for the first time is Mike Davis at the small forward, Dave Stallworth at the power forward, and the big man Elvin Hayes inside. So some of the starters are catching a breather here to open the fourth. And we'll see what happens as the tip-off is ready to go. And once again, the tip is controlled by Baltimore. The Bullets will start the quarter on offense. Hayes with it on the baseline. Drives to the basket, Lays it up off the rim, no good. And the rebound is taken by Seibert for Kansas City. Sam Seibert, your rookie out of Kentucky State. Kansas City with their first possession of the quarter. Archibald with it out on top. Slides it down low to Riley. Good look inside. Riley shoots and scores. And that is a double-double for Nate Archibald. Assist number 10. Nicely set up. Ron Riley inside. Kansas City on top. 81-79. Baltimore looks to Flynn Robinson on the outside. Never afraid to pull the trigger. Ooh, pump fake. Gets into the lane, lays it up and good. First basket of the night for Flynn Robinson, but he's got 3 assists and 3 rebounds, and we're tied at 81. Archibald in the front court sends it to Kojis. They work it around and down low to Riley. His turnaround jump shot is altered by Hayes. Shot no good, but on the rebound, we have got a loose ball foul called on Baltimore. That's going to go against Dave Stallworth, and possession will remain with Kansas City. Still tied at 81 as the Kings prepare to inbound. Archibald on the outside. Once again gives it to Riley. Riley lays it up and good. Set up beautifully by Nate Archibald. Kansas City back on top by 2. Riley now with 9 points after 2 straight beautiful, dazzling passes by Nate Archibald. Baltimore now trailing by 2. Here's Flynn Robinson from the outside, and he shoots and scores. He can score from anywhere on the floor, and we're tied at 83. Riley inside over Stallworth, shoots and scores again. And Riley now has double figures off the bench, and he is carrying the load here for Kansas City to open the 4th period with the starters on the bench. It's Kansas City 85, Baltimore 83. And the Bullets are going to look inside to Elvin Hayes. Hayes working on Mike Ratliff down low, and that is a mismatch, as Hayes easily knocks down the fadeaway to tie the score. Kansas City back on the offense. Kojis has it down low. That's not a good position for him. He's going to try and get it to Riley, the hot hand. The pump fake by Riley. The shot is up, no good. And Mike Ratliff sneaks out of there with the rebound for Kansas City. Ratliff is going to try for the putback from 5 feet out, and Ratliff scores it. Oh my goodness, Kansas City getting offense from some unexpected sources here to open the 4th quarter, as Riley has knocked home a couple shots, and now the rookie Mike Ratliff puts one home, and Kansas City is back on top, 87-85. Bullets go inside. Stallworth working on Riley. Steps around Riley. His layup is no good. Stallworth wanted the foul. The whistle blows, but that's a loose ball foul that's going to go against Reardon. And Baltimore will lose possession. And once again, Gene Shue is giving the referee a piece of his mind. And there's twerking going on in the chat room. I don't know what's happening in the chat room. Christopher Slovic is twerking. And I don't know the meaning of all that. That's probably too much information for me on a Friday night. 10 minutes to play. Kansas City on top, 87-85 with the basketball. And once again, they're going to try and get it down low to Riley. Riley on the inside, posts up against the smaller Mike Davis. Turns, shoots, and scores. And Riley is on fire. He's got 13 points here. And the Kansas City Kings are up by 4. And that, fans, is their biggest lead of the night. 89-85, 10 minutes to play. As the ball once again goes inside to Hayes. Hayes with Seibert on him on the switch. Has it knocked away and stolen. Hayes telegraphed the pass. It's stolen by Kojis. Outlet to Archibald. The Kings have a 3-on-1. Going the other way. Archibald dribbling to his right. Will he take it himself? No, he drops it off to Seibert. Cybered back to Kogis, and Kogis kicks it out of bounds. Boy, I thought Archibald had an open path to the goal. Instead, he chose to try and set up a teammate. That did not end well. That ended with a turnover, and Baltimore dodges a bullet that time. Pun intended. Baltimore with the basketball. Reardon sets up the offense. They find Mike Davis at the free throw line. Davis pulls the trigger. That's off target, but he is fouled by Mike Ratliff. And it will be Davis shooting two. Mike Davis, fourth-year man out of Virginia Union, steps to the free throw line looking for his first points of the evening. He is a 92% free throw shooter, and that's a jinx because he missed the first attempt. Second attempt by Davis is good, and that cuts the Kansas City lead to 3. 89-86 is your score. 9 minutes, 21 seconds to play in the fourth period. Kansas City sets up the offense. They find Ratliff on the inside. He's got ELVIN Hayes all over him. He's going to try and get a shot off down there. He pumps, he shoots, and he scores. Oh my goodness, nicely set up by Archibald. As Ratliff now converts, and that makes it a 5-point lead. Riley and Ratliff doing work for the Kansas City Kings in the fourth period. Who'd have thunk it? On the other side, we've got the rookie Mike Davis calling for it on the outside, and he buries the jump shot to bring Baltimore back to within 3, 91-88. And in probably just another few seconds or a minute, we'll see the starters return to the floor. But the opening of period number 4 has been very entertaining. Kansas City now with the basketball, leading by 3. 9 minutes to play as the pass goes to Kogis on the perimeter. He's got it on the baseline. Tries to get into the lane. Stops and pops. Can't get it to drop. Mike Ratliff grabs the offensive rebound for the Kings. Ratliff puts it up strong. That's no good. Ratliff again takes the rebound, and this time he just taps it out to Archibald, and the Kings will reset. Archibald looking for an open teammate. Finds Ratliff again down low. Ratliff shoots from in close, off the front of the rim, no good. And finally, Mike Davis pulls the rebound for Baltimore. Kansas City with multiple cracks at it on that possession. Could not convert. Baltimore finally comes away with the rebound. They still trail by 3 with 8.5 minutes to play. And we have got an injury on the play. It looks like Ron Riley may have taken a thumb to the eye. He is going to be headed out of the game. And now we've got substitutions on both sides as we're seeing the starters, for the most part, come back into the game. Van Arsdale remains on the bench, but the remainder of the Kansas City starters are out there with Archibald and Gukas, Nate Williams, and Sam Lacey. And for Baltimore, Reardon is at the point with Chenier in the backcourt. Rinaldi stays in the game at the small forward as Kevin Porter continues to rest. Unseld and Hayes down low for the final stretch. 8.5 minutes to play. Baltimore with the basketball, trailing by 3. The tension is mounting here in the Baltimore Civic Center. We've got ELVIN Hayes calling for it down low. Gets the pass from Rinaldi. Turns on Lacey. Shoots and misses, but Lacey got him on the arm. And Hayes will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Only a 67% free throw shooter, but he drops home the first. That is foul number 4 on Sam Lacey, but he will remain in the game as Hayes hits both free throws. It's now a 1-point game. Hayes with 20 points on the night. Kansas City clinging to a 1-point lead. As Archibald sets the offense. It's a goofy looking offense. The ball ends up in the hands of Seibert in the paint. He looks for help. Gets it to Lacey. The 8-foot jump shot by Lacey is good. Good ball movement there by the Kings to set up Lacey for the open jump shot. Kings are back on top by 3. Baltimore is going to pound the paint. Unseld inside, working on Williams. Steps to his right, shoots and scores. 5 in a row for Unseld. He's got 20. 20 for Unseld, 20 for Hayes, 18 for Reardon. It's a 1-point game with 7:50 to play. Kings with the lead and the basketball. Archibald calls his own number this time, gets into the lane, cut off by Unseld. The shot is no good, and Mike Reardon takes the rebound for Baltimore. Bullets can take the lead if they can convert here. It's 93-92. They go inside low to Hayes. Hayes comes off a screen. He's got an open look. He's got Archibald in his path, and Hayes just runs over Archibald and commits the offensive foul. Boy, they had that play set up perfectly as Archibald came over on the switch, and Hayes ran him over. Archibald has taken a beating tonight. He got knocked over by Unseld. Now he gets knocked over by ELVIN Hayes, who tips the Toledos at 235 pounds of his own. But Archibald gets up, shakes it off, and heads back down the other way. His team still leads by 1 with 7.5 minutes to play in the final period. As Christopher Slovic says, Kansas City has to get a big lead to prevent the Baltimore comeback. The lead is only 1, and the way Unseld and Hayes have been working tonight, Kansas City is really going to have to fight hard to maintain the lead in this contest. Kansas City with the basketball. Archibald's got it out on top. He wants to attack. He tries to dump it to Gukas. It goes behind him and out of play. Boy, the penetration in this game is a very dicey proposition as Archibald turns that one over. And the ball goes back over to the Bullets with a chance for the Bullets to regain the lead. 7 minutes to play. Inside they look to Unseld. Unseld on the low block. This time he shoots and scores. Archibald tried that same little flop move again, and this time the referees weren't buying it. Unseld now has 22 points, and Baltimore takes the lead. Kings go inside to Lacey. Coming off the screen, his shot is up. It's blocked by Hayes. What a recovery by ELVIN Hayes. And he gets the block. The rebound bounces over to Archibald. Archibald drops it down to Nate Williams on the inside, and his shot is his attempted pass is picked off by Unseld. The Baltimore defense comes up strong on that possession with a block and a steal, and now it is Baltimore's opportunity to extend the lead. Porter with it. Touch pass to Hayes. Hayes' shot is off target, but Unseld crashes the boards for the rebound. Unseld with the attempted putback. Has it knocked away. It's out of bounds, last touched by Chenier. As Unseld thought he could get it to Chenier on the cut. And Chenier mishandled it for the turnover. 6.5 minutes to play. Kansas City with the basketball. They trail by 1. They go inside to Williams. Williams turns to his left, shoots the fadeaway, and scores it. 12 points now for Williams, puts Kansas City back on top. Back and forth we go. Now the Bullets. Set a screen for Chenier. Chenier steps around Lacey, gets into the lane, lays it up, and good. Lacey lunged after Chenier, thinking Chenier was going to go for the jump shot, and Chenier took advantage and took it to the glass and scored it. 96-95. Bullets now with the lead. Can the Kings answer? Here's Archibald from the outside. He left it short, but he is fouled on the play by Porter, and Archibald will go to the line for a pair of free throws. And now we've got Kevin Porter unhappy with the officiating. Archibald missed the first free throw. That's a couple of misses for Archibald here tonight. But he hits the second, and we're tied at 96. Under 6 minutes to play. 96-96. Baltimore with the basketball. They go inside to Hayes. Hayes working on Lacey. These two have been battling it out all night. This time Hayes can't get it to go. Unseld takes the rebound. Unseld with the putback attempt over Williams. That's no good. Rebound is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Unseld. Kansas City basketball. Boy, both Hayes and Unseld had good looks on the inside and could not convert. And with 5.5 to play, Kansas City has the basketball, still tied at 96. Archibald's going to call his own number. His shot from outside is no good, and Mike Reardon takes the rebound for Baltimore. Can Baltimore regain the lead? Porter looks to Reardon. Reardon back to Porter. And Porter travels with it. It is tightening up here in Baltimore as both teams come up empty. And with the score still tied at 96, we reach the 5-minute mark. Archibald. This time looks to distribute. Can't find an open man. 1 second on the shot clock. He's going to be forced to pull the trigger. And from 15 feet out, he nails it. What a shot by Nate Archibald. The shot clock running down. Off balance. Archibald knocks it down. It is 98-96. 4.5 to play. Open on the baseline is Reardon. Reardon sends it over to Robinson, back to Chenier. Chenier pulls the trigger. That's no good, but Hayes tips it home, and we're tied at 98. The inside game for Baltimore paying dividends. Now it's Van Arsdale. Coming off the screen. He's had a quiet night, but he knocks one down. Give the assist to Archibald as Van Arsdale gets free. He's only got 4 points on the night, but those two are huge. 198, Kansas City in the lead. 4 minutes to play. What will the Bullets do now? Robinson from the outside. He can't convert. Long rebound taken out of there by Reardon. And the Bullets will reset. It's in the hands of Flynn Robinson. Robinson from the free throw line is no good. Hayes with the offensive rebound. Hayes with the putback. Steps around Lacey. Hayes can't get it to go. Hayes gets his own rebound. Hayes to the left hand, tries again, and converts. That time Baltimore had 3 cracks at it and finally converted to tie the game at 100. 3.5 to play. Kansas City with the basketball. Archibald, Mr. Everything. From 17 feet out, fadeaway is good. A clutch shot by Nate Archibald puts Kansas City back on top. Can the Bullets answer? They look to Reardon on the outside. Reardon from 16. He scores. That's 20 for Mike Reardon. 102. 3 minutes, 11 seconds to play. It is coming right down to the wire. Archibald this time sends it to Gukas. Gets it back. Finds Williams down on the low block. And Williams lays it home. A beautiful setup by Nate Archibald. He's now got 28 points and 14 assists on the night. And with 3 minutes to play, that dime dropped into Nate Williams has put Kansas City on top. 104-102. Baltimore continues to pound the paint. They look inside to Unseld. Unseld converts. Unseld scored that one over Williams, We're tied at 104. Back and forth we go. The fans here in Baltimore are delirious with excitement. Kansas City with the basketball. They get it to Williams on the baseline. Chased out there by Unseld. Williams sends it into Lacey. Lacey in the paint. His short jump shot is off the rim, no good. And Unseld grabs the rebound for Baltimore. Under 2.5 to play. Now Baltimore can take the lead. Robinson calls for the screen. Shoots the jump shot from deep and nails it. Flynn Robinson, the veteran with ice water in his veins, has given the Bullets a 2-point lead. 106-104. 2:16 to play. Kansas City now wants to work it inside. Van Arsdale has it on the wing. Down to Lacey in the paint. Knocked away and stolen by Flynn Robinson. A clutch steal by Flynn Robinson. He's going to slow things down. Flynn Robinson, the veteran, coming up huge down the stretch. He scored the jump shot to take the lead and came up with the steal. And Baltimore now can extend to a 4-point lead. It's 106-104. We've hit the 2-minute mark. 22 on the shot clock as Robinson looks to set up the offense. He calls his own number. Fall away from 16. He nails it, and he's fouled by Archibald. Flynn Robinson is coming up huge for the Bullets down the stretch. He is going to be on the free throw line with a chance to extend this to a 5-point lead. Flynn Robinson, the veteran, 7 years out of Wyoming, came over in a trade from the Los Angeles Lakers, and he has put the Bullets on top by 4, looking to make it 5 as he steps to the free throw line, and the fans are going bonkers here in Baltimore as Robinson knocks home the free throw. He's only got 9 points on the night, but he's got 5 in a row, and he is the reason why the Bullets are ahead, 109-104, with 1 minute 47 left to play. Who else? They go to Archibald. Archibald is fouled by Robinson on the reach-in. It'll be a side out, as Baltimore had a foul to give. Minute 36. Kings still trail by 5. It will be Van Arsdale to inbound. Van Arsdale has it down low. What's he going to do? He's going to try and take it up strong in the paint. His turnaround jump shot is too strong, but Van Arsdale gets his own rebound. Van Arsdale will try the putback. Actually, he dumps it to Lacey. Lacey to Gukas. Over to Williams. Good ball movement here. It ends up with Archibald. Archibald sends it to Van Arsdale. He shoots and scores. Wow, Kansas City with lightning fast ball movement on that possession. It's now a 3-point game. A minute 11 to play. Can the Kings get a stop here? Baltimore goes to Hayes. Working on Lacey down low. And it's tipped away and stolen by Archibald. Archibald running the break. It's 4-on-4 going the other way. Van Arsdale has it on the wing. He sends it to Gukas in the paint. And Gukas lays it home. It's a 1-point game. Archibald with the steal. Down the court to Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale to Gukas inside. And Gukas brings Kansas City to within 1. We're in the final minute of play. 108-109. Baltimore with the lead and the basketball. Kansas City needs another stop. I need another drink. One last blast of sugar-free diet root beer to wet the pipes for the final minute of play. Porter has it out on top. Sends it into Hayes. Hayes on the low block, 12 on the shot clock. He's picked up by Lacey. Hayes lays it up and scores! ELVIN Hayes in the clutch puts Baltimore up by 3. Kansas City only has 31 seconds. They've got to get something done here in a hurry. They go to Archibald. He's going to face the double team. He sends it into Van Arsdale, and Van Arsdale scores it. What a find by Nate Archibald, but we've only got 13 seconds to play, and the Kings are going to have to foul and hope for the best. What's going to happen here? Archibald comes for the steal, and we've got Lacey, who has fouled Chenier, and Chenier will go to the line for 2 shots with 12 seconds left to play. Chenier, an 80% shooter, and if he can nail these 2, that'll make it a 2-possession game. The pressure is on Chenier, and his first shot rolls off the rim, no good. Oh my goodness. Chenier missed the free throw, and there is hope for the Kings. Chenier tees up the second. Chenier hits the second, and it's a 2-point game, 112-110. Kansas City with the last shot here to tie the game and perhaps send it to overtime. With 12 seconds to play, they've got Van Arsdale coming off the screen. He's the only open man. And he tries to get it back to Archibald, and it is stolen by Kevin Porter. Bad decision by Van Arsdale. He should have taken the shot. And instead, he tried to get it back to Nate Archibald, the go-to guy. The pass was stolen away. And it looks like the Bullets are going to be able to run it out here. Can the Kings foul? And there is a whistle and a foul called on Lacey. Lacey has fouled out, and Kevin Porter will go to the line for 3 to make 2. Porter misses the first. He is a 61% shooter. He misses the second. Oh my goodness. This could get ugly if Porter misses 3 in a row. He misses 3 in a row. And Wes Unseld crashes the boards for the rebound. Oh my goodness. What a crazy ending to this one. Unseld trying to get rid of it. We've got 8 seconds on the shot. Unseld throws it away. Oh my goodness. What a crazy finish to this one. As Kevin Porter misses 3 in a row, Unseld grabs the offensive rebound but throws it away. And once again, the Kings have a chance to tie the game with 7 seconds to play. This is the craziest game I think I've ever seen. Now, Red Sox fan, this is nuts. Lacey has fouled out. Nate Williams is back in the game, but he is exhausted. Mike Ratcliffe is in the game. And actually, they're going to bring in... no, they're going to leave Williams out there. He is a force on the inside. 7 seconds to play. There can be only one man to have the ball in his hands in this situation, and that is Nate Archibald. What is Archibald going to do from the outside? His jump shot is good, and the game is tied at 112. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And with 3 seconds to go, Nate Archibald has tied this game. Baltimore will have a last shot. What can the Bullets do with 3 seconds to play? They get it into the hands of Porter. Porter's going to have to take the shot. And he's fouled. Oh, no. You have got to be kidding me. Kevin Porter is fouled by Archibald. And Archibald is livid as Porter goes to the free throw line for a pair. Let's not forget, Porter just missed 3 in a row on his last possession. And he's only got to make 1 out of 2 here to give Baltimore the victory. The pressure is on. The fans in the Civic Center are cheering on Porter. And he hits the free throw. How about that? Porter missed the second. Gukas grabs the rebound. Can Kansas City get something off with 1 second to play? They send it down to Archibald at the other end of the court. Archibald lets fly with the jumper. And he gets it to Ratliff down low, and Ratliff scores! Holy mackerel! I do not believe what I have just seen. This game was the craziest thing I have ever witnessed. Oh my goodness. Kevin Porter, with 2 seconds to go, missed the free throw. Nate Archibald goes the length of the floor, draws the double team, and finds the rookie Mike Ratliff down low, and Ratliff puts home the game winner, and the Kansas City Kings have stolen one. What an amazing play by Archibald, his 16th assist of the night, as he finds Mike Ratliff open for the game winner. As Christopher Slovic says, best game ever, and I can't argue with that. This game was a thriller. Back and forth we went down the stretch. Nate Archibald finding Ratliff, the rookie out of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. And Ratliff puts home the game winner. And the Kansas City Kings steal one by a final score of 114 to 113. Nate Archibald, 30 points and 16 assists. And that is why I wanted that game on the channel here tonight. Nate Williams, 14-9. Sam Lacey, 14-10. And Mike Ratliff with only 6 points. But the biggest 2 of the night as he puts home the game winner and spoils a tremendous performance by the Baltimore front court. All 3 starters for the Baltimore front court with 20-plus points. Reardon with 20. Hayes with 26, Unseld with 24 and 12 rebounds, but the Bullets come up short, and the Kings take a 1-0 lead in this best-of-3 series. All right, what a ball game we have just witnessed. Porter does wear the goat horns. Holy cow. Way to go, Tiny, says Al Red Sox fan. All right, Al Red Sox fan. D. Scott Howard. Christopher Slovic. Midlife crisis. And nobody's having more of a midlife crisis than Kevin Porter. He missed 4 out of 5 free throws down the stretch. Todd B., Dave Gardner, Jim Connell. Good crowd here tonight. Cleveland baseball fan 879 made an appearance early in the ball game. JT, thank you to everybody who came out tonight for a thrilling contest. Your winners once again, the Kansas City Kings 114. The Baltimore Bullets 113. Thank you to everybody for coming out tonight. And on from the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network, that's our stream, and I am out.